Join my family and I on our journey as we travel about the country of Norway. From Oslo, Bergen, Trondheim, and back, we really saw so much of what makes this beautiful place such a desirable travel destination, and we even got to learn a little bit about our family's past. So, our first stop was to Oslo. So our very first stop after getting a good bite to eat on day one was going to the saunas. We just knew that it was going to be one of the most refreshing ways to kind of settle in after such a long trip all the way from Washington State. And we had a really fun time kind of exploring the cold plunge combo with the heated rooms. This was a new experience for us.
Macy did it for once. Norway plunge. You want to pass out.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Our first couple of days in Oslo were a great introduction to the country. We did a lot of walking by foot, just exploring, and soaked up all of the sunny weather as we knew it wasn't going to last very long. We just arrived at our little train cart, and it's a lot like Harry Potter, I think. After arriving in Bergen, we dropped our stuff off in our really cute Airbnb, and then we hit the streets to start exploring. The way that the cliffside just falls into the city is just absolutely stunning, and there's this kind of misty feel to Bergen that gives it a really cool mysteriousness.
San Francisco. Let me turn it around. It's her birthday.
Because I feel like we have to take part in the experience.
Right. How is it?
Where's the riled salmon roll?
True. I see there's a
Our first full day in Bergen was my birthday, and it was really fun because we started off the day by swimming in the North Sea with a sauna cold plunge. And then we got my favorite food, of course, which is sushi, and just explored the entire city by day, whereas the night before we just did a quick little walk. It was just such a lovely day, and the sun even broke through towards the end, and we saw just some of the best views of the city. You think that's pretty cool? Oh, your cinnamon bun. Yeah. Cheers.
Standard Kinfalket tradition, Federland juicy. For oss som sa mest skål.
From start to finish, this is one of my favorite days of the trip, and to end it with a cherry on top, we went to a really fun dinner where we even saw a TV show being filmed. The next day, we decided to do something a little bit different, and we went up the neighboring islands of Bergen along Soltra. Each island offered something a little bit different, and we just bopped around until we made our way to the tip of the peninsula along the North Sea.
Yeah. Is there more than one?
The next day was for another adventure, and this day we decided to go to Hardangerfjord, and it was one of the best adventures of the trip. From waterfalls, glaciers, to jaw dropping mountains, it was unreal. As we made our way back to Bergen, we stopped by a cidery for a little roadside treat, and then we had some delicious pizza back at the city for dinner, and by evening, my sister and I went to an ice bar. Now, one other thing I wanted to mention was how interesting the bed sheets are here. Rather than being one sheet like you see in America, you have two, and it was actually kind of nice, I gotta say. Thoughts?
I mean, the actual meat part tastes the exact same for sure.
Before embarking on our next journey, we spent the morning of our last day in Bergen enjoying Mount Floyen, looking at the stunning viewpoints, and hiking around. After our last Bergen adventure, it was time to set sail and make our way to Trondheim by means of cruise. What do you think of the bathroom?
It'll work just fine, man.
This is cool. I'm excited. Let's put our luggage in here.
Never mind.
This is a personal message for Francis.
As the first morning arrived, views already flooded in, and we started the day off with a little coffee and workout. As our morning went along, the views just kept getting better and better, and soon we made our way to the rooftop deck, where we eventually arrived to Geirangerfjord. The entire boat ride was simply magnificent. I really don't have words. All I can say is I absolutely suggest you do this cruise if you happen to make your way to Norway. And afterwards, we really just had a lovely time eating delicious food, enjoying the views. We even had a little hot tub moment in the evening. And soon we were ready to take off and enter Trondheim, our last new city of exploration. Now, the first thing I'll say is that Trondheim is a lot further north than both Oslo and Bergen. So we quickly realized it was cold. But that didn't stop us. As we arrived in our new city of exploration, we began by going on a long walk throughout the city, making our way to Nidaros Cathedral, which, of course, was jaw dropping. After a few lovely days of exploring Trondheim, it was time for us to embark on the true mission that led us to Norway, which was to learn a bit more about my family's past, specifically in the town of Selbu. Here, our goal was to find the family farm in which my great 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 grandparents used to live, and we actually did manage to find it. We started off by exploring the lake of Selbu, which eventually led us to a sports store where we met a distant cousin, which was absolutely insane. We later even did dinner with her, and she led us to the church where our relatives got married. At the church, we did a bit of exploring and met another distant relative, if you can believe it, who was best friends with the gal who owned the farm. So, by pure luck and my mother's ability to have conversation with strangers, we were able to find the farm, and we even got a special tour of the house where my dad's family was from. After the most impactful part of our trip, we spent a few more days in Trondheim, just soaking up the different neighborhoods, having delicious bites to eat, and enjoying some of the neighboring outdoor areas as well. As the trip came to a close, as mentioned, we grabbed dinner with our relative we met in Selbu, and she got us the most lovely box of chocolates, which was such a cherry on top. We then popped back over to Oslo to wrap up our trip and spend just a couple more days enjoying Norway in the sun. We decided it would be really fun to do a long walk, so we actually made our way all the way from the downtown waterfront to Bygdøy, I think it's called, island, where you'll find the Viking Museum, Fram Museum, and so many more other places to explore, like the Norwegian Museum of Cultural History. And that's what we did, and it was super, super interesting. Oh!
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yes, yes. All right.
Catch it, it doesn't run off. You have to just hold on to the rope.
Oh, then that's what happened to me.
He missed!
Oh, let me just put my.
Oh! She's gone!
Oh, you're giving up. Oh, let me just do this.
Oh, the loop's too small.
All right.
Well, I didn't have it. It was little.
From the 1800s. As our day concluded, we stumbled upon a huge international soccer tournament, which we watched, grabbed a delicious last dinner where I had way too much shrimp, and finally concluded a once-in-a-lifetime trip filled with so many memories. Cheers like 7 times.
I know.